welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Caroline, and today I wanted to do a review on the All-Star Face Palette by Physicians Formula. This is my first time trying it out. I wanted to do this a couple months ago. I literally bought this, in maybe July, August, when TATI WESTBROOK talked about it. I was like, she loves it, I gotta get my hands on it. So this is gonna be my first impressions of this palette. I'm filming this intro at the end, and I think Tati maybe led me astray, which I know is shocking to hear. It rarely happens, but just watch the video. You'll see where my issues are, maybe who would enjoy this palette, who wouldn't. But please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, and let's get into the video. Okay, first let's talk about the palette. So the whole reason I got it is because Tati WESTBROOK said, I think it was the video she made like while I was gone the last year and a half, what I've been loving. So she mentioned this. I love Physicians Formula. Their complexion products are so good. This you can get from anywhere from like $10 to $14. I'll link it on Amazon because I do notice it go down to like $9.99 or like $10.40, like random prices. So that's where I got mine. Ulta has it, and Walmart and Target, I've seen it there too. So she mentioned this. So it has 6 colors. So you have 2 bronzers. You do have that butter bronzer that is like the cult favorite. You have 2 highlighters. This one looks super icy. Like, I'm gonna swatch them in a second for you guys. I don't think I can use on my skin tone, maybe like my inner corner highlight type thing. And then you have you have a pressed powder and a blush. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these, and then we can start applying them to the face. Here are some swatches. I always screw myself over with swatches. Like, I did them over here, but the angles, like, I will learn. Anyways, this is the matte bronzer. This is a lot more warm. This is the normal butter bronzer. It is more cool toned. I would still use it, but I think it could be more like a contour shade. Then you have that icy color, which doesn't look as, I guess, intimidating as it does in the pan. And then you have the gold. I will say the icy one, it feels a lot smoother and more buttery than the gold. The gold felt a little more, not chunky, but just like drier, flakier. But these 3 were very just buttery, smooth, and glided right on. Or jacked up swatches, I swear, whatever. It'll get better, guys. Anyway, so this is the facial powder. It is like white. Like, I don't think I'll be able to use this. Maybe under my eyes, we'll see. And then the blush is very shiny, metallic-y. I feel like it's a highlight. Again, I feel like this palette, just looking at the swatches, I think it's gonna be for someone that's more fair than me. Let me move you guys up. Like, Tati is more fair than me, so I don't know how I'm gonna be able to use that or that, and then kind of that. We will see. We're gonna test it out right now, and you know, we're on this journey together because I have no idea what to expect. I already have my base on. I went in with the YSL Touche Eclat Tinted Moisturizer. I am in the shade, I think it's like Warm Sand. I don't know why I can't find it, but let's pretend this is Warm Sand because I'm pretty sure it is. Then for concealer, I went in the Milani Conceal Imperfect in shade 135. It is doing that annoying thing that concealer does. My Nars one did that a lot. And then it is very close to my skin tone, so I actually went in with a lighter concealer, the Instant Age Rewind Eraser in shade 150. And then I just set my face a little bit with the Charlotte Tilbury in shade 2. I absolutely love this powder. So that's all set. My next step would be going in with a bronzer. I'm taking my Jaclyn Hill JH02 brush. I did just clean it, you know, it's fine. All right, so I'm gonna dip in to, I'll do the normal butter bronzer first, just to kind of see how it goes down, and then I'll probably warm up my face a little bit with this matte darker one. So I'm gonna dip in a couple times, tap off, and go ahead and apply. I literally don't see anything going on. Okay, let's dip a little harder. I don't see anything going on. Okay, I'm gonna go into the matte one. Maybe that one is darker. Yeah, more kickback is coming off, so maybe that's a good sign. Okay, we have some color. It looks pretty on camera. It looks definitely prettier on camera than it does in person right now. It's a little harsh in person. Let me go ahead, do my whole face, and I'll come back. All right, I'm back. I bronzed all over. I will say I don't understand why the original butter bronzer is not showing up. I don't know if it's skin tone. It might be that. I'm like medium tan. I'm not super tan, it's late October. But I think it does look better on this camera right now, but in person it's not bad. It blended really well. I think it's a really good color for my shade right now. I think if you're paler, the other bronzer will actually show up on you. I think that was my problem. But so far, I like it. I do not love it as much as my Becca Capri Coast, which they now are out of business, which I did find the Capri Coast in TJ Maxx. So if you love Becca, definitely check out your local TJ Maxx because they had highlighters, foundations, bronzers, all that. Sidetrack, but I like it, but I don't love it. Let's move on to the blush. All right, going in with the only blush, it is the Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting Blush. We'll see if it's a mood booster. So I'm gonna go ahead, tap into it. I feel like this is gonna be really light and just very shiny. I feel like if you have very textured skin, this palette is just not for you. My hair is everywhere. Okay. Let's see. Like, I love blush with a glow, like the Nars Orgasm blush, but I don't want it like too sheeny and like highlighty, you know? Let's just dip into this again. I see it coming up now. It is very sheeny if you don't like that. If you just definitely don't get this if you don't want any sheen, glitter, any of that in your blushes. I am going in like time after time to get more product. It's okay, I don't know. How can I not like something that Tati loves enough to put in a video? Like, there has to be something wrong with me, right? Like, I am dipping in like no other, and I really like Physicians Formula. So I haven't used their products in a while, except for their liquid eyeliner. Their liquid liner lash boost 2-in-1 is my absolute favorite liquid eyeliner. Definitely try it out, especially if you have problems with liquid eyeliner. It's like the easiest liner pen felt tip, very flexible and thin, really easy to use. Okay. I don't love this. And again, I do think it has to do with skin tone. I think it is for a fair skin tone. It looks a little white casty on me, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't love it. Okay, on to the highlighter. I'm gonna go in with the Rosé All Day just because I feel like the other one is just way too light. Oh, the one up here, okay, actually, let me go over this real quickly. The ones I'm about to point out are limited edition. So the matte limited edition, that highlighter limited edition, the powder limited edition, and the blusher limited edition. So if you do really like these products, definitely pick them up because I don't know if they'll ever be in like single pans or if they'll ever be like in a collab type thing again. So I'm gonna go in with a lot of kickback, and I just got that in my tea. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna apply it. Okay. It's definitely a blinding glazed donut highlight. Okay, I like it for sure. This would be a very pretty body highlight, like on your collarbones and stuff. I think would be very pretty. I think this would be very pretty for a deeper skin tone than me as well, because it is almost like borderline too deep on me. Well, it's not too bad. I really like it. It's very pretty. It was very soft on the skin. I can see pieces of glitter, like up close. I can definitely see little pieces of glitter, so it's not giving me that wet highlight look, like glow within. It's definitely like, oh, she has some glitter on her face. I feel like that'd be really pretty as inner corner highlight or as a shadow, putting like a glitter shadow with your fingers on the lid. I'm gonna mix in the other one that's very light. Let's see what happens. A little scared. Okay. Mixing the two is actually very pretty. blinding highlight. Makes it a little better for my skin tone. Okay, I can see where I put the lighter one, where it kind of went not completely on top of the gold. It kind of went to the side, and it is like a white cast on me. It does not look good. I don't know. I'm just gonna put some in my inner corner, even though this is like not the right brush, but I'm trying to salvage this, you know? Should I try to do the powder under my eyes? It is like really white, guys. I'll do it for the video. I got my JH07. I'm gonna go in with the powder. This is what I use to do my under eyes. Or kind of, ooh, the powder is like, let me show you. There's like kickback all up on there. There's a lot of kickback from the highlighters, but not really the blush or the bronzers, if you care about that. It doesn't necessarily bother me as long as the product is working well. All right, let's see. Under the eye. All right, this is like very light. You know, maybe this palette just like isn't for me, which is okay. I mean, I only spent $10 on it, so it's like not the worst thing in the world. I don't know. Let me do some setting spray. I've really been enjoying the One Size On Till Dawn because my skin's been oily lately, and this is a mattifying setting spray. So let me apply this and I'll give you my final thoughts. Final thoughts on this palette, the Physicians Formula All-Star Face Palette. If you're fairer than me, I feel like it's worth checking out because of the price point. It's $10 to $14 depending where you get it. So if you are fairer than me, I think it could really work for you. I will maybe use these bronzers and the gold highlight on my body. And other than that, I don't love it. I mean, it comes out to less than $2 a shade in here, so it's not the end of the world. If you love makeup, you want to try things out, you're curious, blah, 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 just check it out. But if you are my shade or any darker than me, I don't think it's for you. I do have the, what is her name? The collab that they did like 2 years ago, which I know they still make it. It's with this woman, is it Wendy? I'll link it down below, the other palette that is definitely for deeper skin tones that I actually do like. I'll link it down below, so if you're interested in that, just look in the description box. Overall, I don't think I'm gonna be reaching for this, unfortunately, but that's okay. You live and you learn. We are flashing forward 3 hours. I was not gonna film this and put this at the end, but it's been, like I said, 3 hours. I'm outside. Well, I'm in my car, but you know, outdoor lighting. And actually, I kind of like it more than I thought. I don't know, I'm looking in the other, like, actual mirror. It's looking better than I thought. Maybe it needed a second to settle, but maybe I will reach for it more than I thought. But definitely first impression, trying it on, the swatches, all that, I was a little scared.